Hello and welcome to Mic Drop, where I'm going to help you ace your next audition. All right, today we're going to be talking about one aspect of high notes. I'm sure I'll do several ones on high notes because there's lots of different things to think about high notes. They can be kind of scary. Don't have to be. A lot of it is a mind game. A lot of it is looking at your sheet music and being like, "Whoa, that's above the staff." Like I can't do that. And getting in your own head, and unfortunately, what that does, you get anxious, you tense up, you tense up in your throat, you tense up in your face. Those are not things that are conducive to singing. You need to be as loose as possible and open to hit those high notes. So, first tip of all high notes, calm down. You can do it. Okay, so prepare yourself mentally for it. Sure, check. But today we're going to be talking specifically about the aspect of hitting a high note that has a weird vowel. So this is what I mean. Like there's sometimes you hit a word on a high note that's really easy to sing. It's like something with an ah vowel. That's not too bad. Like ah, ah. That's really easy just to belt that out. You just drop your jaw, corners in, putting space up here. Ah is a really easy vowel to sing high. But when you get things that are like diphthongs, where you've got multiple vowels, or something that might sound that's not as open as an ah vowel is, like you have to sing an o vowel or an oo vowel. So ah and eh and e, not too bad, right? But when you were singing o or oo, or even a diphthong, that can be really a challenge sometimes. So, for example, there's the classic musical Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and at the end of the number "Close Every Door," the word is own. A land of our own, and you have to hit that really high note while doing a very closed vowel, own, and you've got multiple sounds in there. You have to figure out, okay, so how am I going to navigate all of those sounds? In this case, a lot of times when you're singing a really high note, you can modify the vowel slightly to make it a little bit more of an open sound. So this is a song I've sung a lot of times. I really like it. It's a great song. It's got those big dramatic high notes that are so fun to sing. But when I go to this last one, a land of I change it from O, and I add a little bit of ah into my O, because people are going to understand. Like this is a lyric you've already sung before, land of our own, like low, and like even context, they're going to get what you're saying, right? So you don't need to worry so much like, oh, that sounds a little bit funny. I mean, don't change the word completely, but what you can add often is a little bit of ah or a little bit of eh or e, something that is a little bit more open to your closed vowel. And as I've said I don't know if you've watched more of my videos, I talk about how you need to hold that vowel until the very, very end of the long note and then add the other stuff on. Like, so the own, and like all the one it goes at the very end. So a land of own, and then you do it there. So when you're looking at a high note, you've got a weird like vowel. I don't want to sing land of our own. I don't want to sing like that, right? Land of our I can sing like own, land of our own. A little more British. You can modify the vowel. See if you can do that. Modify it to add a little bit of something more open to it, so that it's easier to project, to open your mouth a little bit more, and still be understood. So this may be something you need to do with your recorder and see like, okay, does that still sound reasonably like the word land of own? Yeah, like that still sounds, reasonably like the word own. So it doesn't always need to be exactly like you say it, is what I'm saying. So that's something to consider. Look through your piece and see if you've got those high notes. And of those high notes, are they funny vowels? Are they things that you might need to modify? And then go ahead and play around with those to see how it sounds. All right. Now go out there, drop that mic, break a leg.